All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tiger. Come back. Richmond.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Straight 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Richmond. Green, 39. Black 39, Philly.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Down. Blue 80. Tiger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Reset. Tiger.
Watson now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Blitz.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tiger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
82, 82. Go. I'm bringing it to you.
And they'll go on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
20. Man 5-7. We'll bring it to you. 4-2, go.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Let's go. Win 5-3.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. We're good. Sunday.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Richmond.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tiger. Hey, you got 3.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 39 on third. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, fighting off the defender. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to let one fly for 10. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, 66 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Now a first down throw, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On first down, Watson. And this one is incomplete. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tiger.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back. Tiger.
Out of the gun, Watson. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
82.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
82, 82. Black, come on. Black, come on.
Throwing his Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary did really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Watson. Now he's forced out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Black 99, feel it. Come back, come back.
Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out come the Giants. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Reset. Richmond. Check three. Two jet.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37th.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll go on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll run it here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wentz. Just keeping the play alive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Richmond. Huh? Reset.
They'll go to Barkley again. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Richmond.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Richmond. Come back. Richmond. Tiger.
The pitch goes to Barkley, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Reset. Richmond. Come back. Richmond.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. In for the score. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two.
Richmond.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Lion. Grade 15.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. 20. 38 yards on the scamper there. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Waiting. Man 5-7.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Elliott puts this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.